Hello everyone, it's your boy Rico the Best, and in this video I'll be showing you guys the cheapest way how to install a sub inside your car. Okay, so let's pop the hood and this car, and this car is a Honda Fit. So if you notice in this car, you don't have a lot of engine room. So to run in my power wire, I'm actually gonna bring it in. Let me see if you guys could see that. I'm gonna bring it where the wire loom goes into the car to the computer, which is down there, right there. So I'm just gonna bore a little hole to draw through my 12 gauge power wire. I hope I can actually finish this project before the rain comes down, because actually it's partly cloudy. The sky is overcast, you guys could see. There is a little sun up there. Over there is dark. So I'm going to show you guys some of the items that I've brought to complete this project. Alright, so here I have the Boss system, and this is the amplifier insulation kit, 8 gauge. I also get a multimeter. It's not necessary if you know what you are doing, but I actually got this because I don't have one and I need one. And then I get this 500 watt energizer inverter, and then I have the subwoofer, which I'll show you guys a little later on, and I'll be putting a link down below in the description for all these items, just in case if you need to do the same project like what I'm doing now. So there it is, Honda Fit. Inside my trunk, this is the sub, and it's a 12-inch sub. Theta Solution, that's a brand. You'll see that later on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So ignore these trash guys, I just use them. So inside of my car is clean, as you can see over there. That is kind of tear up, but I'm actually doing some work, so ignore the mess if you see any mess. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually remove, let me see, I think 2 screws, I'm not sure, a few screws. I know one is here, and because I want to get behind here. Here is the fan for the AC fan that actually blow the, what you call it, the air from off your evaporator core through there. So I'm just going to remove this cover. I'm going to remove the side panel because I want to get to the wire loom, and my computer is actually on this side, so I've just removed that. Let me see if you guys could see up here. If you could see that box, let me see if I could zoom that box right up there. That's the computer for this car, the ECU. And if I should remove this clip right here, actually my wire loom is around there. It's right behind there. It's kind of dark. So before I started, what I'm gonna do is to disconnect my battery. Okay, so to disconnect my battery, I'm gonna need a 12 socket, which I already put together, and I'm just gonna wind my windows up because it's getting cloudy out here. So just in case if the rain should come down, I'll be good to go, because I'm gonna disconnect the battery, and I believe it's actually here. The rain is actually dewing, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to start this project, and it's getting windy. So what I'm gonna do is actually stop right here before I go any further. I'm gonna take out my tripod. So let me show you guys what's going on. If you could see the sky over there, it's actually cloudy, partly cloudy. The sun is up above, and if you should take a look over there, you could see the rain. So the rain is actually coming. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually quit this project for now and see how the weather goes. If it goes good, I will surely back out here soon to finish this project. I wanted to finish this project so bad, but I don't know if the weather gonna permit me to do that. So stay tuned. Anyway guys, I think I'm gonna continue this project because the sun is actually hot right here, even though you could see the clouds over there, and the rain is not dewing anymore. So let's get it done. The good thing about it, I actually roll up my windows, so just in case if I should disconnect my battery terminal and the rain starts to pour, I don't have to worry about that. So I'll just remove my negative terminal and then my positive terminal, and then I would have to remove my battery. It's time to remove my battery. Let me see if I could remove this one on the back. Time to get this sucker out. So I'm just gonna remove my battery. I will turn the camera off for a while because I don't trust this handle, and I don't want to lift it up by this handle and then the battery fall to the floor and cause some damage. So I'll be back. I actually zoomed the camera for you guys to see, but I'm gonna actually slice a little part of the rubber to get this wire through. Alright guys, so I'm gonna show you what took place while the camera was off. It was actually kind of difficult doing the job and holding the camera at the same time. So I'm gonna basically explain what I did. So as you can see down there, what I did was just remove the rubber where the wire loom came through, remove some of the tape from off the wire, and basically push the power cabling from this way around the back towards here, and then actually I just take out the length I need for the front and push the remaining back inside the car. So let me show you that. So there is everything inside the car, and it was good because I never have to remove the screw that I told you guys about earlier on. So what I'm gonna do now is actually I'm gonna pull this a little more to the front. I'm gonna place the rubber back in, but I'm gonna tape this area back over all the way back up. So that was good. I never have to bore the rubber because I never like the idea of boring the rubber. So stay tuned guys. So another update video guys. This is what it looks like after I'm finished running my power wire. So I'm just gonna put these where they belong. Okay. So I'm just gonna install my battery back in place. See how neat that is guys. So guys, I'm actually at the point where I'm actually installing the fuse holder, and I'm gonna need an Allen key for that, which is right here. So I'm trying to see if I could find an Allen key which can fit. Okay, so I managed to find the Allen key which can fit. So what you need to do is actually scrape. I actually cut the wire and then I strip it. So I'm going to insert it in the fuse holder. Okay, so I basically installed the fuse hole. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So there it is. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna do the same thing on the other hand with this piece of the wire. So I'm gonna attach it to here, then I actually cut what I need and put on one of these. I could show you one of these tips on the wire to go over the battery terminal. So this is what it should look like, guys. I'm actually gonna mount mine right here. I'm gonna get my drill and mount it right here, connect it to my live pole. So what I'm gonna do now is actually run my wire underneath the carpet along this side of the car. I'm sorry I can't show you guys that on the camera while I'm doing it, but I'm just gonna get the wire underneath my carpet to the back. A little update video, guys. I never showed you, but I actually removed the panel over the seat belt, and to do that I had to remove the seat belt screw, and the bracket right here is the panel right here is actually clips, and then this one right here I'm going to actually remove the seat belt screw to remove this cover, because I need to get the wire underneath the carpet around the back. So another quick update video, guys. Sorry I never show you guys how to put back all of this together, but it's really easy because it's just clips and one bolt to pull, which is for the seat belt, and this bolt is a 15, so you need a 15 socket to pull that bolt. If you have a 15 spanner, good luck. And for the back seat belt, another 15 bolts. So there's 2 bolts to remove, and then everything is good to go. So let's take a look around the back of the car. The back of my car is actually messy at the moment, so once I get this big boy in, I would have to do rearrangement. And here I have the power wire in the back. So guess what, it's time to remove my radio, which is right up front. Before I do anything else, that like a sucker, I'll show you guys how to do that in a minute. So I actually finished mounting the fuse holder, so what I'm doing is gonna put one of these ends on here and connect it to my terminal. Okay guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove the radio. So what I did was just put the key inside the shift lock and bring the car all the way down into L. So in order to remove this radio, I have 2 screws in which I need to remove, which is, one of them is right here, 3 screws I should say. One is right here, and then after I remove this screw, I have 2 screws up top in which I need to remove. I believe they are 8 or 10, but we'll see when we get there. Alright guys, so I've removed this tray from the bottom. So the screws I'm gonna need to remove is let me see if you guys could see them. That screw right up there, which looks like maybe a 10 or a 8, I'm not sure. So I actually finished removing it, guys, and the 2 nuts are bolt is actually 2/8. So what I'm gonna do is to unplug. There is a wire. Okay, this is it. To squeeze unplug this wire from the controller, which control interface. Then what I'm gonna do is actually just yank this off right around the spread. Just pull it. There you go. Just pull right around. So there you go. So that's it, guys. So to remove the radio, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually put the camera on the tripod and see if I could show you guys what's going on the inside. Something else I never show you guys, this is actually a high-low impedance adapter, and what this basically do is, if you have a factory radio and your factory radio doesn't carry RCA output, you could just connect these wires to your factory speaker wires and it gives you RCA output. So that's what I'm gonna do behind that radio. This thing that you're looking at, guys, is actually a FM changing frequency, which basically what it does is, if you import a car from Japan, you know, normally you get the Japan frequency. So what this basically do is convert your local frequency, so you get all your local radio station within the US, the Caribbean, whichever part of the world you is that don't use the Japan frequency, you will get to pick up all those channels. So it's pretty good. I'll put a link in the description where you could purchase this. So guys, for another quick little update video, I actually did a reference a while ago to make sure I actually had the right speaker wire, and by doing that, what I had to do was to remove the door covers from the driver's side and also the passenger side. As you can see here, I'm not finished putting in the lock for this one. I need to put back the screw. So now that I know the wire codes, I'm just gonna go ahead and splice in the high-low impedance adapter, which is this. So guys, just for reference, I'm gonna show you guys how you know which one of the wires is positive and which one is negative. So I have it connected. If you notice on the multimeter, you see a negative there, meaning that I need to exchange the wires. I need to put the positive where the negative is. So I'm just going to do that so you guys could see. So the positive is going to be on the bottom and the negative up top, and this is the speaker wire. So there you go. You see, there is no negative sign on the multimeter, so that is actually the right way, or the right polarity to connect the wires. Alright guys, so I finished tapping in this into the factory harness. So what I'm gonna do now is actually to run my RCA cable to the back of the car, which is this boy right here. So what I'm gonna do is to remove the trim on the right side of the car, which is similar to what I did on the left side of the car. So guys, what I'm basically doing is actually trying to find somewhere to run my ground wire, and I actually find somewhere. So what I did was to remove this bolt. It's similar to this one you're looking at right here, and I just use my sandpaper to remove the paint because you want to ensure that you get a proper grounds, and in order to get a proper grounds you have to sand away the paint so you could get a nice clean surface for your ground wire. So this is what I'm going to be putting right there. So I'm just basically doing a test fit to make sure everything works before I go ahead and run my leads to the back, which is that blue cable. Need to go around the back. So I'm just going to run it across there to do a test fit and to see if it actually works. Okay guys, so what I'm basically doing is running my leads to the back, and I already removed the covers. So I'm just gonna tuck the cable underneath the mat and get it around the back. And unfortunately guys, we got a problem. The inverter is not strong enough to run the subwoofer. I tested that while the camera was off, never worked. So guess what, I gotta get a new inverter and try it. Hopefully it works. So another update for you guys, I actually managed to get it to work with the 500 watt inverter. So that's cool. But anyway, I'm gonna upgrade the inverter. What I did, I believe because the power is low, I can connect the two lead at once. If I do, the base actually goes down low. So for right now, I'm just going to use one of the leads until I get a more powerful inverter. So what I'm doing guys, I'm actually putting the legs on the inverter because I'm going to use Velcro to mount it right on top of this box. So that's it basically guys. This is the setup, and as you can hear, the sub is actually playing. I have the gain set to max, but the radio is actually turned all the way down. So far so good. I'm actually in a neighborhood where I cannot turn it up too much because you probably might see the cops coming. So I'll definitely show you guys what it sounds like in one of my videos. Stay tuned. Remember to subscribe to this video, share it, comment, like it. Goodbye.